Welcome to the show. Relax while watching this very boring video. Today I'm going to talk about the HTP Revolution 2500. If this was an outdoors channel, I probably would make my own survival knife, but since this is a welding channel, about two and a half years ago, I was approached by product engineers of ZILA to help them / work with them. They gave me the opportunity to design my own welding machine. The page was completely blank, and they said, you design a machine the way how you would want your welding machine to be. The features you want, the performance you want, everything you want. Basically no bean counters involved. Nobody's saying this is not possible, that is not possible, this costs too much, you can't do that. At the end of the day, I ended up with what I would consider my dream machine I would have liked to have 15 years ago. AC/DC TIG with different waveforms on AC, everything with pulse. MIG and pulse MIG, just as good or better. I almost like the arc dynamic of the machine better, and the power levels are a little bit higher than on the ProPulse 220. Stick and pulse stick, all dual voltage input, 110 or 220. Runs full power output, 250 amp output off of a 30 amp, like a standard dryer outlet, household dryer outlet, with like a 100-foot 10 gauge cable. It's essentially the best of both worlds. It's a whole fab shop in the back of the trunk of your Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla. I mean, it's just an outstanding machine. I was lucky and blessed enough to be there to design it when, like I said, when the page was completely blank, and I got to do whatever I wanted, no restrictions. It's been awesome, an awesome journey. Of course, yes, I needed the help from some real electrical engineers at ZILA and some software engineers, and I was there, helping making software, synergic curves on certain wires, giving my input, how it should all work. It's amazing. You can leave all your leads for MIG and TIG all hooked up at the same time. Machine is internally reversing polarity. I mean, this has so much more to offer than anything else in the market. It's probably currently the most advanced welding machine in the market. I've used it on countless jobs myself over the last 13-14 months, testing it, designing it for the last 5 or 6 months. Other people have helped me testing it. Other welding experts, some YouTubers gave input on what they needed in the machine, so we made another software amendment and got everything going. This is a machine that was born to be a true multi-process machine. Yes, it's heavier than the competition. It's a real AC/DC TIG machine at birth, and it's a real MIG and pulse MIG machine at birth. So there is no compromises. It's nothing like where other guys like, oh, we start TIG at 20 amps. No, you start TIG at 5 amps. With or without hot start, you can light an arc at 5 amps. And normally where it's kind of like an afterthought, these all-in-one machines are jack of all trades, master of none. No, this thing welds aluminum, titanium. I mean, it's just awesome. So now here is a video. When the revolution comes, then it's better if you're prepared. You may need a tank. So I teamed up with a couple other YouTubers and we built a tank, and it was a lot of fun, and we used that machine. And there's a couple other jobs that I did. So I'm going to walk you through this video here and see what we can do. Are you asleep yet? Are you bored? If not, then keep watching. So here's an overview. So here, titanium root pass on 6-inch pipe. This is something that Travis Fields has produced, formerly out of Alberta, Canada, now out of Houston, Texas. He's with Legion Pipe Fabricators. This is a 12-inch titanium bead, welded with the Revolution 2500. Absolutely clean, absolutely perfect, and that is the quality you can expect with a machine like this. So here in this next frame, this is Vasily from Vasily Builds, welding an 1/8 inch thick aluminum fuel tank with the Revolution 2500. AC TIG, square wave, no pulse, just joining those 1/8 inch 5052 sheet metal plates to build the fuel tank. I mean, perfectly stable arc, nice welds, good cleaning action. It's like the machine was designed to weld TIG, and I mean, it was. There's no compromises, no corners cut. I mean, just absolutely full control over the arc. You see it here. It's just a picture perfect beat. Yes, that's what it looks like. I mean, nice. Even on a hot day after the guy welded a long time, still looks good. So these are boxes for transformers, like electrical boxes. And it's all 1/4 inch aluminum. And I built a few of those MIG welding this. And even MIG welding, I mean, it just looks nice. Single pulse, double pulse, no pulse. Those electrical boxes just turned out sweet. So here's the machine out on a field service job. See, there's no decal on. It was a secret prototype. That was like right in the beginning when I got it. This is a truck scale, like a semi-truck scale, out at a local asphalt plant. And we installed this new truck scale, and I had the honor to respace and re-weld some of the guardrails here. And it worked out really good. Like, I used 035 dual shield flux core to weld those on. The machine was powered off this Lincoln Vantage 400 as a generator, so it's safe to run it on generators. And here are some of the factory welds. Nothing to really write home about too much. I mean, they will hold the truck. And then there are my dual shield flux core welds on that pipe. So it turned out good overall. So have a look at this semi-trailer here. 10 foot wide. It's used to haul a 110,000 pound excavator. And looks like it's a little bit broken. So we have the expert take a look at this. And he confirms, yep, it's broken. It's actually broken pretty good. Some other welding company tried to fix this about 7 months ago. Yeah, they just plated and welded over it and didn't take nothing apart. So we ended up taking everything out, cutting everything out, putting a new center plate in, upgrading and beefing everything up, and torching everything out. See those welds, see everything. It's just a mess. I mean, everything cracked, everything failed. There's like nothing to save anymore. So we had to literally like cut the trailer in half, fix the center section, and put everything back in. And we used ProPulse 300 with some 045 wire and Revolution 2500 with some 035 dual shield wire. You see cracks there. I mean, it's just horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. But there you go. Plates are going in. Welds are being welded. Dual shield works awesome. Added that 3x3 quarter wall piece. Passes over passes over passes. Filling everything up. Welding everything back together. And gusseting everything. Strengthening up the way it was supposed to be. And making it all like new again. I mean, there was sections where even the factory I-beam was totally torn. And here you can see how it all comes together. Everything looks beautiful. And in order to do this, flip this thing over with the excavator, start cutting, start welding. Then flip it on its side and weld some more, and then the thing is done. So here is some stainless steel. This is of a stainless steel commercial salter, like something that goes on a dedicated plow truck. And there's a vibrator motor mounted, like here in the bottom right of that picture, that rusty thing. And it just shakes that whole thing apart. So welded a bunch of cracks up on that stainless steel MIG. So here is an all aluminum chicken coop. So you can weld chicken coops with it too if you want to. Aluminum, MIG, or TIG, doesn't matter. Or stick if you're good enough. So here are some cast iron repairs of a sickle mower of a tractor. The casting was broken off because somebody just banged it with a hammer. And then V-grooved it out, heated it up, welded it. It's still in service, kicking strong 8 months later. So are you bored to total sleep now? Or are you still hanging in there with me? So here I figured the machine needs a cart. So it would be ideal if it could hold an argon tank and a mixed gas tank. So I made a dual tank holder for the cart, so that I can use both tanks and hook them up to both gas valves at the same time. And I think turned out pretty sweet, looks pretty good. So then, after that was established, I needed a video manual. And I thought, well, I could make my own, but luckily my buddy Tim from Tim Welds volunteered on making a video manual. So I'll have a link in the description. He did a phenomenal job explaining all the functions of the machine in a video manual, and you can see a couple snippets and clips here, and he goes through all the functions, explains it all, does an outstanding job. And now that we have a video manual and a door chart, now we can go to town and see what we can do with that machine. So let's build a few of those machines, and then a few more. And then we're going to weld with it. We're going to try it all out. We have some double pulse aluminum here. And you wonder, after you've watched all this video manual, how complicated is it to operate one of those machines?
The wire gets stuck, huh? How does it look?
Bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not too bad. How old are you?
8.
How easy is it to weld with this new Revolution machine?
Easy.
Okay. What are you building?
Tank.
A tank? Okay, you need that when the Revolution comes?
Yes.
Okay.
An 8-year-old is showing us up.
So if you're still here, you're still not bored to death, and you think, man, I really need this Revolution machine, go on usaweld.com, buy yourself one. Now, if you have more questions, or you want to know stuff about it, and you can't find enough information on it, send me an email with your phone number. I'll be happy to talk to you, answer any question you have. I'll give you the whole background story, whatever is not covered in the video. And for the first 10 guys that email me and tell me, yes, I want to buy a machine, I'll hook you up and I'll get you a free 1-day class on how to use this machine, what you need to learn, what you need to know. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced welder, I'll show you the ins and outs, what this thing can do, what other machines cannot do. And I'll be happy to and looking forward to see you at the class. Thanks. Bye.